Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small, the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Today, I want to talk to you about SLATs, Spousal Lifetime Access Trusts. Before I get to that, though, I want to remind you, if you have questions about this or anything else related to estate planning or probate, and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. Okay, so SLATs. What are SLATs? SLATs, let's start high level, I guess. SLATs are a type of irrevocable trust. Okay, they are to go one level deeper. Irrevocable trust means you once you create it, once you sign it, once it's executed, you cannot change it. Okay, you cannot change the downward distributions. There are some things that you can draft into the trust to be able to swap property, for example, and other things. But generally, an irrevocable trust is a trust that you cannot change once it is created. All right. Let's take it one step further down. A SLAT is also typically an intentionally defective, irrevocable grantor trust. What does that mean? That means whoever creates the trust. So if I created the trust, for example, and I put assets into that trust, let's say like stock, okay? And that stock produced income, like a dividend every year. The trust itself would not pay the income tax on that dividend. I would personally pay the income tax on that dividend. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, it's a great question. What that allows the assets in that trust to do is to grow tax-free, essentially, because you are paying the income tax. The assets in the trust can grow without having to pay any tax on those assets. It's also a way for you to kind of spend down some of your other assets if you need to. Okay, now, a spousal lifetime access trust, or a SLAT, as you might expect, is a trust created to give your spouse lifetime access to the funds in that trust. You can also name your kids as beneficiaries. You can name, other down the line beneficiaries as well. But that is the general sort of idea, is that it is a trust created to provide access and resources to your spouse throughout their lifetime. Why would we do this? Well, there is a federal estate tax right now that is at about $12.2 million per person. That is going to go away quite soon. And if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay, so if you are in that, even in that $24 million range as a married couple, you may want to consider moving some of these assets out of your estate so that when you die, you don't pay estate taxes and you allow for the growth of those assets, again, without being included in your estate. So there are definitely some estate tax benefits to a trust like this, okay? What you would do is essentially create the trust. You gift the assets into the trust, and then the trust is available for use as needed by the trustee, or by the spouse. You can't just create this though and then just have the spouse take distributions all the time. The IRS sees that this is already kind of a shady setup, right? I, as the husband, am giving assets into this irrevocable trust for the benefit of my wife, but not myself. I don't want them to count as my part of my estate. And so they are very scrupulous when it comes to these type of assets. Often you will put the assets in a trust like this with the idea of sort of leaving them and letting them grow, only utilizing them if necessary. All right, so that is the basic gist of a SLAT. I probably will come back maybe tomorrow and talk about some of the benefits of a SLAT, maybe some of the downsides of a SLAT. If you have questions though about this, please let me know in the comments or wherever you're listening to this. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you know someone needs to hear it, share them with them. All right, and if you have questions about this or anything else and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. All right, that is it. As always, I am Christopher Small. I am the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you again soon. See ya.